Hello and welcome to Nazi Supper Club. Today I'm going to show you how to make shahi chicken korma. Shahi chicken korma is nothing but a nice chicken gravy in a rich sauce and fit for oils. I will show you how to make this in your home with some special ingredients and a little bit of pre-prep. So let's go with the ingredients. I have 2 pounds of bone-in chicken here, which I cut into 2-inch pieces. You can ask your butcher to do this for you, or you can use boneless chicken if you like, but I think bone-in chicken has a lot more flavor and is perfect for low and slow cooking. Here I have some crispy fried brown onions. I did this at home. I will put the recipe for this on my blog. You can buy store-bought crispy brown onions. You get them at the Indian store, any specialty store. Let's go over the spices. The spices are pretty simple. The dry spices, I'm using 1 bay leaf, 4 or 5 peppercorns right here. I have a teaspoon of, actually a little more than a teaspoon of chili powder. You can say a teaspoon and a half, a tablespoon of coriander powder, a teaspoon of cumin powder. I have my special garam masala here. I will give the recipe for this in my blog, but this is again just cinnamon sticks, 4 or 5 cardamoms, cloves, and a bit of peppercorns. I also have a pinch of saffron here. This makes this dish very special and gives a nice fragrant and aroma to it. Nice taste. I also have a tablespoon of each ginger and garlic paste, fresh ginger garlic paste. Try not to buy and use the store jarred ones because they have a very vinegary taste and they completely will change the taste of your dish. So I recommend using fresh ones. I also have 2 tablespoons of cashew paste here. That is where the rich ingredients come. I just boil the cashews and make a nice smooth paste out of this. I also have 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. I have uh, 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. I have 1/4 cup of oil. I have a few raisins here, maybe a tablespoon or two. Few sliced almonds, maybe a tablespoon, and a teaspoon of sliced pistachios. So and some water to adjust the consistency, salt to taste, and why don't we move to the stove and get cooking, and I will show you step by step how to make this beautiful dish and serve it up. So welcome to my stove. I have a nice heavy bottom Dutch oven heating up on a medium flame. I also put the 1/4 cup of cooking oil that I mentioned, neutral oil, and I am going to go ahead with the whole spices, which is the black peppercorns and the bay leaf. We're going to saute this on a low medium flame. We don't want the spices to burn, just want them to release some aroma. So that's what we're going to do. We're also going to go in with the chicken. Yes, we're going to go in with the chicken, the ginger garlic paste, and sear everything beautifully. So here you go. I put the chicken in. Now I'm going in with the ginger garlic because I want the ginger garlic to cook down. I'm going to give this a good stir. It's been about a minute or so and the ginger garlic is cooked down. The meat is, nice and opaque. So we are going to add all the dry spices, which is going to be the coriander powder. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. We're also going to go in with the chili powder and the cumin powder, all of it. And I am going to stir this again with all the spices. I don't want to put salt right now because when you put salt right away, right now, the meat becomes tough and you want the meat to be nice and delicate. So I'm going to add a splash of water here because I don't want my dry spices to burn. You never want that to burn because then your dish will taste bitter. So here you go. That's it. That's it, no more. I'm gonna cover this and let this cook on a medium flame while I prep the onions. What I'm going to do with these brown onions is put them in the blender, put the yogurt, and make a nice coarse paste. So here I have my magic bullet, whatever it is, adding my brown onions here, all of it. And the trick with these brown onions and yogurt making a nice coarse paste and adding to your curry base is that it gives a nice luscious thick uh, korma curry, whatever you call this. It gives a good consistency. It's a little bit of work making these brown onions, but it really is worth the effort, and I will show you once the main dish is ready. So I'm just gonna make a nice paste out of this. So here it is, our brown onion and Greek yogurt coarse paste, and this is going to give you your korma gravy. So let me show you what this looks like after 8 minutes of cooking on a medium flame, medium low. So here the chicken is nicely, almost done kind of cooked. Not there yet though. So at this point, what I am going to do is go ahead and add our brown onion paste that we made with the brown onions and the Greek yogurt. Let me clarify, plain Greek yogurt, not any flavored ones. So I'm just going to go in with my hands. I don't want to lose all that good stuff in there. So I'm going to pull it all out. Now the good thing about these brown onions is you can make it, like a few days ahead of time and keep it in the fridge in a container. Even the cashew paste, you can make this a few days ahead and pre-prep that way. Now that I added the brown onions, I'm going to stir this nice, mix it, blend it in with the chicken. And you want to go slow because it kind of splatters. There. And now instantly, when you add this in your dish, your sauce, your curry starts to thicken and starts to coat your spoon. And that is exactly how a korma gravy is supposed to be. It's supposed to be nice, rich, thick. That is the difference between a curry and a korma. So now again, we are going to cover this and cook for about another 7 to 8 minutes till the chicken is completely done. And at this point now, I'm going to add salt to taste as well. So the first 8 minutes you don't add salt, and now you will add salt after adding your brown onions and the yogurt mixture. And I'm going to adjust it later at the end if I need more, but I don't want to add too much. Hi, so it has been 7 minutes, and this is how your chicken is supposed to look. It's supposed to be almost, actually it's supposed to be done, not almost done. It's supposed to be done, and little, if you can see, oil is releasing and it's coming to the top, and that is when you know it's on that stage where you will go ahead and add your cashew nut paste. This is 2 tablespoons of cashew nut paste, and this dish only gets richer and richer. So we're going to give it a good stir. You don't add this earlier because it'll make your gravy so thick and it'll start to stick at the bottom, and hence you don't add it at that stage when the chicken's getting cooked. Now that you add that, you're also going to go ahead and add, this is 1/3 cup of cream, heavy cream. I'm going to add just, yes, I will at this point add the raisins. I'm going to keep a few for the garnish, and a little bit of pistachios, a little bit of almond. There's a lot of richness going on here. If you want to add more raisins to the dish, go and actually I'm going to add all these, and I'm going to get more for garnish out later. And after 5 minutes is when I will stir in the garam masala and keep it covered for about another 5 minutes. I don't add the garam masala right as yet, is again, you don't want all the flavors to just vanish in thin air and, you know, not be there in the dish. When you add your garam masala in any dish way too early or at the beginning, you lose all the flavor. These are very fragrant spices, so you kind of add them at the end of the dish, especially for dishes like these. So I'm going to wait with this. 5 minutes later, I'm going to come and add the garam masala, let it sit covered again for 5 minutes, and then show you how to serve this. I also am going to now add the saffron before we go. There you go. So here we are. Cooking is done. I've turned off the flame. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and add our shahi chicken korma garam masala, the special one. And here you go. Just enough. You don't want to load it up. Again, you don't want an aftertaste. Sometimes when you add too much garam masala, it has an aftertaste. And for such special and rich dishes, you don't want an aftertaste. So this was about a teaspoon that I added. Also, this is optional. Now, if you don't have it, this is fine. This is rose water. I'm going to add like a capful of that to just make it extra special, extra fragrant, extra royal. So here you go. And at this point, what I'm going to do is cover this pot and leave it be for about 4 minutes. And then let's come back and serve this, garnish this, and be royal. Hello and welcome back. So after we put the garam masala and the rose water, we let it sit for a few minutes covered, and then I served it up in this nice silver bowl with some pistachios, almonds, raisins. I sneaked in some dried rose petals as well. I have some homemade rotis here. You can use tandoori naans or store-bought naans or even rice for this. But when you have a dish like this, pretty much don't need anything as a side dish. So I'm digging in, and let's go for the taste test. A little bit of chicken. Ooh, it's nice and soft here. Everything is so smooth and rich. Oh, it just comes off. You don't have to struggle. A little bit of gravy. I certainly feel like a royal. Try this dish and tell me if you feel like one. Perfect, perfect shahi chicken korma. A little bit of work, a lot of taste. The end result's amazing, and it's totally worth it. Let me know in the comments, and see you until next time. I'm gonna just go and finish all of this.